Hi, I'm Ken Ham, Advances in Genesis, the Creation Museum, where I'm standing right now, in the Ark Encounter. We have a Titanic event coming up for you, and so I'm going to interview two special ladies here this morning to talk about that. But here at the Creation Museum, we actually run special programs in our Legacy Hall. We also have some other rooms as well, where we conduct special programs throughout the year, as well as our conferences, speaking engagements. And one of those programs that's coming up soon, February 10, is called An Evening to Remember. I'm going to talk to Mary Jo first of all. Mary Jo is one of our staff members here. Mary Jo, how long have we been doing Evening to Remember?
We've been doing Evening to Remember for 9 years now. We just missed the first year, but 9 years in a row.
It's a special program, great food.
Yes.
And usually sells out, is that correct?
It usually sells out. It's a very popular event. It's that time of year when people are looking for something special to do, a good Christian event. So, yes, it's very popular.
Yeah, you know, I find a lot of families looking for really good family-friendly, Christian events that they know they don't have to worry about what's going to be said, what they're going to see, and know that's going to be wholesome. And that's what we do here. We run various programs like that at the Creation Museum. So we have another special guest with us today. It's Vicki. Now I've got to make sure I get your name right. It's Vicki Gagné.
Yes, you got it right.
I pronounced that right?
You did.
Now it's French?
It's French. It means we won.
It means we won?
We won.
Okay. And
you'll hear my name after the end of a soccer
But you
game.
don't come from France. You come from Texas.
I come from Texas.
And actually, you're a little jet lagged because you just got back from Africa.
Zambia and South Africa and
Botswana. Your husband was doing surgery there as a missions trip?
Missions at Chitokoloki Mission Hospital. He's been there for 100 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so your husband is a surgeon then?
He's a surgeon.
And works in the Cincinnati area?
Works for the University of Cincinnati.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I love it.
And he's obviously one who loves doing Christian mission trips.
He does.
Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. And we have a number of our staff involved in various missions outside of the ministry. But you come here and do a lot of volunteer work.
I do. Twice a week.
Twice a week?
Twice a week.
I know. I sometimes see you, it looks like you almost live here.
I know.
And during Christmas
I feel
Town,
like I do.
I think Christmas Town, didn't I see you almost every night?
Every night, yes.
You're here every single night?
Almost. Well, I missed a couple of nights.
What do you do at Christmas Town?
I do Anna of Luke 2.
Oh, okay.
As a 105-year-old woman.
Oh, okay. Now, you do a number of dramas.
I do.
And you're going to be doing a special drama for us on February 10th. And Mary Jo, I just want to get all this right, so I printed it out here.
Okay.
But February 10, Evening to Remember. Now, we're going to pin right at the top of the comments here a link to Evening to Remember where people can go. And they need to reserve because we usually sell out, right? Now, where are we up to right now?
We're about halfway there.
About halfway there for February 10, okay. So I was just reading this. So this is going to be a Titanic-themed event.
Yes,
Why do we use the word Titanic?
Well, we're featuring Vicki that night, who's doing a person that survived the Titanic. She's going to do a testimony. We're actually going to have some fun surprises there that night to really theme the whole event. We're even saying people can dress in the theme if they'd like to. So it'll be a fun evening.
Are you going to dress in period costume?
Oh, you bet.
Oh, okay.
The hat and everything.
And so you're doing a drama based on a real life event, real history. A young lady, what was her name?
She was an older lady.
Oh, she was an older lady.
Jessie Light. She was the sister-in-law of John Harper, and John Harper was a preacher.
But you're a young lady.
Yeah, you're nice.
Yeah. I mean, if you're as old as Noah's wife,
oh, that's true. That is true.
So
I have done Eve.
Okay.
Eve
so
was
Jessie was on board the Titanic.
She was on board the Titanic, taking care of the 6-year-old daughter of John Harper.
Now, who was John Harper?
John Harper was a preacher in London. Who had been over at Moody Bible Church, and he was going back for an extended time and didn't want to leave his daughter, so he took his sister-in-law to take care because his wife had died in childbirth.
Okay.
So he took the sister-in-law and the daughter.
So the sister-in-law Jessie and the daughter survived.
Annie, they survived. They were on boat 11. It was the most filled boat that there ever was, and there were a lot of children. There was a woman from Cincinnati there, who was a Jewish woman from Cincinnati, who had a musical pig, and she brought the musical pig on the boat with her. But it was a blessing because the children were so afraid that they began to play this musical pig, and it kept their attention off of what was going on around them.
Well, you've obviously studied all this.
Oh, I have.
Looked into what happened to John Harper.
John Harper actually, once he got his daughter and his sister-in-law on a boat, he went to work sharing the gospel with as many people as he could.
Really?
At times he was kneeling with people. Witnesses that survived it said they saw him kneeling with people and praying with them. And he was able to give his life jacket to a man in the water, and he shared the gospel with him. And then he went to Watery Grave.
Wow.
But then it's an amazing story. I mean, to be able to share the gospel, the last thing you do on this earth is.
And will that be in the drama?
That's in the drama.
Oh, really? I'd be interested to hear that. Now, I'll come and hear this drama. And you're going to do a little sample of it here
Just
in a moment?
Just a little sample of it.
Just a little sample,
Yes.
okay. And I'm reading here about the food. So it says the food we're going to have February 10 is the same sort of food served above the ocean liner.
That's correct. Two of the
served
entrees were
served
served
aboard
on.
the ocean liner.
Yes.
So hand-carved top round of beef and chicken breasts, lyonnaise.
Mayonnaise, yes.
What does that mean?
It's a special sauce.
Oh, okay.
First class dish.
That's a first-class dish. Okay, served with glazed baby carrots, rosemary roasted red potatoes, grilled garden vegetables, Caesar salad, rolls, and a variety of cakes for dessert. I'm hungry already. just reading about that. And we really do have first-class food for these events, don't we?
We do.
Which is really great. Well, so February 10, what time does it start?
It starts at 6 o'clock, and then the drama will be at 7.
Okay, so people can go to creationmuseum.org
Correct.
and find out about the event there,
Yes.
and then they can reserve their place.
Correct.
But it would be a great opportunity for instance, a young man to bring his young lady,
Yes.
or a husband to bring his wife. Or
Right.
what age groups do you think?
I understood that there was actually a couple who met each other
met
at
there,
the evening,
got
remember, and got married.
Oh, at some of
One
these
of our
previous
staff.
events? Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a great it's a great dating place.
It is.
I'll have to tell our videographer about that. Maria, did you hear about that? You need to go. Okay, so see, I don't have the phone. I can't turn it around now. Put the camera on you, and you don't have the microphone. You can't say anything. Okay, don't we have fun here? Did you see that look she just gave me? Did you see that?
She doesn't need any help.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we need to advertise. 20 plus and single. And,
Children, even
yeah,
children.
Yeah, all of that. Yes. I treat her like one of my own daughters. I advertise for her too. So
I'm
we
sure
have
she appreciates it.
okay. So all right, enough of that. All right.
Go left.
So February 10.
Yes.
Vicky, why don't you give us a little sample of what you're going to do,
Okay.
and then we'll come back and close this off. So okay, where you go.
Okay, the story that I'm about to tell you is an extremely tragic story. Now, and yet, to those who know and love the Lord Jesus God, it is a sweet reminder, a reminder that although we don't always understand God's ways, we can trust Him, for He loves us with an everlasting love. And underneath are His everlasting arms holding us in whatever situation or circumstance that we are in, for He is with us. And it is God's promise, and He will keep His promises. He will. I know it to be true, for it is in God's Word.
So you're going to do a 45-minute drama.
45-minute drama.
All about Jessie, who survived the Titanic
Yes.
with a little child,
Uh-huh.
and John Harper,
John
who
Harper.
was witnessing to people and then went
Yes.
down with the ship.
I described the Titanic. I described, some of the things around it, what they did on those last few days that they were in.
So people will feel
They were-
like they're there sharing in this history, that historic moment that occurred.
There'll be some singing, because
Okay.
some of the hymns that were sang on the ship.
Oh, really?
Our God in ages past, our
That-
hope for
that was
years to
sang
come.
on the ship?
That was sang on the ship that morning. And many of the prayers and many of the things that were shared were preparing them for what was going to be happening just
Really?
hours later.
And they didn't realize that at the
No.
time.
Yeah.
That
And then
is-
they had a sing-along that night. And they did the song, For Those in Peril on the Sea. And men and women all through that, there were about 100 passengers there, and they just wept openly about it,
Really.
not knowing that just hours from there that they
I
were
wonder
going
how
to-
many came to the Lord as
Exactly.
that ship was going
Exactly.
down.
Because
we'll
of
only,
men
we'll
like
only know in
John
heaven
Harper.
one day. That's for sure. So Mary Jo, just share with us, just summarize the night. Just go through what's going to happen during the night.
We'll open the doors at 5:30, start seating everyone. Dinner will be served at 6, and then the drama will be at 7. We'll have some special singing, as Vicki said, and some special music during dinner. And then people can just enjoy the fellowship in the evening and a good Christian entertainment that night. Registration deadline is January 31st, so they want to make sure they get their reservation in.
That's only just over a week away.
Correct.
So there we have it. Go to the top comment that we pinned there and you'll see a link direct to Evening to Remember. How about taking your wife, your girlfriend, the opportunity? It's already half full. These usually sell out, so I encourage you to get in early. So we've only got just over a week now for you to get your reservation in. Vicki, thanks for being here. I know you're such a blessing to this ministry, and I've heard you do some of those dramas. You're so good at doing it. You're going to dress up in period costume.
When you've got the costume on, it just comes out a little easier.
Oh yeah, when you got the costume on and you're there and you're on the stage.
Yes,
the lights are on.
Yes,
and that you sort of, it's like Clark Kent jumping into a phone box, and out comes Super Vicki, right?
Exactly. Well, not Super Vicki, but.
And no, you do such a great job. People are just spellbound. I've seen them. I've been to times when you've done those dramas, and they're just spellbound. Sit there, and so packed full of a message too.
It is.
You have a purpose in doing it.
I often get invited to places that they would never invite an evangelist.
Is that right?
And I'm entertainment, but I get to slip in the gospel.
Yeah.
So I've been into some interesting places. So.
Well, in a way, you think about the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter. We get people here that you couldn't blow into church with a stick of dynamite, but they'll come to a place like this, and for something like you do, those dramas, they will invite you.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the gospel is there, and they hear the message.
I actually bring in the Ark.
Do you really?
As being, she says, I only know of one ship that was unsinkable. And that designer of that ship was God himself. And he gave Noah the plans to build the ark and all those who would be safe in it from God's judgment of worldwide global flood. And I know it to be true, for God's word says so.
That is excellent.
So we bring in Noah.
So you wrote these dramas yourself?
I wrote these, yes.
Did all the research, write the dramas, and that's really great. And
how would you like to be an expert on the Titanic?
I don't know. I'll let you be the expert on the Titanic. You've done all the research. You can do all this. Well, that is great. This is going to be a fantastic night. We do lots of other things throughout the year, and people can see Vicki at Christmastown and other places too. Hey, I was just thinking, if people can people invite you to do dramas in their church,
I'd love
their
to
area?
do that, yes.
Oh, really?
I did Corrie ten Boom in Africa.
I heard you do Corrie ten Boom here.
Yes, I did Corrie ten Boom.
That was very
too,
moving,
yes.
extremely moving.
Yeah.
So you just did it over in Africa?
I just did it in Africa.
And how'd the people take that?
They were, yes. They didn't know what to expect. I did it for the missionaries because it loses in the translation when you start doing it. But Lord willing, I'll be doing it in Johannesburg next year.
Is that right? So list off some of the dramas you do.
I do Corrie ten Boom.
Corrie ten Boom.
As an 85-year-old woman. Fanny Crosby as a 95-year-old woman. I do Eve as a 900-year-old woman. About that. Around about there. And Anna of Luke 2, a 105-year-old woman.
Do you have a walking stick when you do Eve?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I do. And I'm working on doing Christiana of Pilgrim's Progress.
Oh, that'll be fascinating.
Yes. So I love Pilgrim's Progress.
Pilgrim's Progress. I've been to Elstow and the church where John Bunyan was baptized in the 1600s, and I've been to Bedford, and I visited the spot. There's actually a plaque where they say this is where the jail used to be.
Wow.
And
he was an amazing man.
There's even a pub in Bedford called Pilgrim's Progress Pub.
Really?
Do you think John Bunyan would be thrilled to know they named a pub after his book, Pilgrim's Progress?
Maybe not.
So you're going to do Christiana.
And Christiana.
That'd be great. I hope you do it here at the Creation Museum one day.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That'll be phenomenal. Okay, so we're going to finish off here from the Creation Museum. It's great to have Vicki and Mary Jo here with us. And encourage you, by the way, to come to the Creation Museum and to the Ark Encounter. Make plans to come. We're going to have a very busy summer, very busy spring. I've seen some of the group bookings coming in, and absolutely phenomenal. And we reach millions of people really through Answers and Genesis outreaches. But Evening to Remember, a special dinner centered around an account, a drama based on a real event concerning the Titanic, and this lady. Older lady, I'll call her young lady. Compared to Eve, she's young.
She's young,
and
that's true.
The little young child that went with
Annie,
her and was saved.
Annie's a 6-year-old.
John Harper, who drowned, yet shared the gospel on that sinking ship.
Yeah.
That'll be a fascinating drama. It'll be a great night for you to come and an evening to remember. So bring your girlfriend, bring your wife, What age
meet
groups
somebody?
would you say?
Any
Teenagers?
children up to 100.
Anyone up to 100?
Yes.
What about over 100?
Over 100.
Over
Hey,
100
if you can
too?
make it over 100, you come on.
10-year-olds?
Exactly, 10-year-old.
9-year-old?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I've
Children,
seen your
really.
dramas. People are just spellbound.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're signing off here from the Creation Museum. You people have a great day.